Hello and welcome to another Technology Basics video brought to you by the Kaukauna Public Library. This video is all about the Thompson Center and navigating to their website and also to their Facebook page. I'll be using an Apple iPad for this video. It'll be a little bit different from using an Android tablet or phone or a computer, but the principles are the same. Alright, to start things off, first we are going to want to go to the internet. We need the internet to connect to the Thompson Center's website so we can see the information on their site. So on this iPad, I'm going to, looks like mine is on the, on the bottom. It's this icon right here. I'll put an arrow there. If you touch that, it'll say search or enter website name up top. So you don't have to write the whole website name, the formal name. You could just search for it. So I'm going to type in Thompson Center on Lourdes, and I already have a search here, so I'm just going to touch that. But you just type in Thompson Center Lourdes, and then it will Google what you just typed in, Thompson Center Lourdes, and then the very first link there, it says Thompson Center on Lourdes, enabling everyone to ... That's the one that you're going to want, and the web address is the tcol.org. So you just touch that once. Might take a little bit to load depending on your internet speed, but then you see you're on the Thompson Center's website. This is what it looks like. It's got a picture up top, their logo, and then it also has the navigation menu. That's very important here. And something very important about the navigation menu, if you look at it closely, see the word about here? It's got a downward arrow on it. That means there's more options other than just touching about. So if I touch about there, if I touch about on that arrow, you could see not only was about hiding there, but our history, our facility, our staff, board of directors, etc. There's more options than just that one letter, or that one label, I should say. And same goes for other services at the TCOL. Touch that. There's foot care, transportation, options for independent living. So this is a good way to not overwhelm the user. You don't necessarily have to see all of this information at once. You can hide it, developers can hide it behind these kinds of menus. So just be aware that if you see that downward arrow when you're using the Thompson Center site, that means there's more to be seen. But what we're interested in today primarily is first of all, the registration and waiver tab, and that's on the bottom right here. It says registration and waiver. If I touch that, it'll load again. Take a second. Now, sometimes it's hard to tell that you actually went to the page on this site. So if you just put your finger on the screen and move it up, that's how you scroll. See, I can scroll up and down. And this is how you can pre-register for events. So it says pre-registration requests are approved on a first received, first reserved basis. So here it has the upcoming classes on the right. You put your first name in this field. So I would do James, and then my last name, Bervin, and then, your email, phone, the date of the class you're interested in, and the name, and then you can submit it. That will let staff know that you're interested in attending that class. However, there's also another thing that you need to be aware of, and that is the TCOL waiver. And you see the download button right there? If you touch that, it asks, do you want to download the Thompson Center waiver? You click download, then you just wait. It takes a little bit of time. It'll pop up here in a second. Okay, there it is. So it's just a sheet of paper. You can print it out and bring it with you. It'll save you some time when you're there. So you just read notice and waiver. This has to do with COVID now. So you print your full name, sign it, and date it. And if you have a printer, that's okay. Otherwise, I believe they'll let you email it to them as well. Might have to double check with them on that, but I think you can email it to them if you know how to email. I also have a video on that subject. But let's go back here. And then participation information form. This is another thing. You can view this or download it as well. So if you view it, you can fill all this out. It's displaying a little weird on this tablet screen. That's kind of normal. When you would print this out, it would be a little bit better. But yeah, tablets sometimes have issues displaying this, but this is another thing you could print out and give to them. This has a little bit more personal information on it, so I'm not sure if you'd want to email it to them. Email is not completely secure when you're dealing with very sensitive information, so it could be a thing that you print out and bring in. It would just save you some time when you get there. You don't have to stand around filling out forms, and no lines would form then. Just lets you get to your program that you're looking to attend a little bit faster. So now if I go back, the next thing I wanted to touch on was the Virtual Activities tab, and that is down towards the bottom, right next to registration and waiver. A few groups have started doing videos for the Thompson Center since the pandemic started, which has been very nice. I've been doing some technology basics. I know they have some physical education videos as well, like some yoga I've seen on there. So if you just touch that once, it will take you to the page. Okay, and you give it a second, and then, like I said before, touch the screen, move your finger up. Then right here, it says Thompson Center Lourdes has a YouTube channel, which is great. So check out the following link for videos on technology, line dancing, yoga. They even have orthopedic and spine therapy and more. So the best way to do it, they have a little shortcut here for technology videos, but I'll show you the best way to go about it. If you're interested in more than that, you just click on this link that says https www.youtube.com channel, all of that. You touch it once, and then since I have YouTube on my tablet here, it'll take me over to the Thompson Center's YouTube channel, is what it's called, a YouTube channel, kind of like a TV channel. This is where they put all their videos. So if you look at the top, it says Home, Videos, Playlists, Channels. We're going to want to touch Videos. This is going to show you all of the newest videos that they have. And you can see here, it says Date Added, Newest. You can sort if you want the most popular videos, the oldest, or the newest. And then you can also use that same scrolling technique I talked about before. Put your finger on the screen and move it up to see all the different offerings they have. So it looks like the YMCA's uploaded quite a few here. And you can see right here, here's my most recent video before this one. That was Email Basics Part 1. That was about 3 weeks ago. And it looks like not a large amount of views on this, which is why I'm making this video. Hopefully people can, I could tell people how to get to this video and they can learn. So 3 weeks ago, keep going down, more YMCA. There's Facebook Marketplace. I just did a class on that recently. So then if you find one you want to watch, let's say Facebook Marketplace, you touch it, it will take you to the video. Welcome to another Technology Basics video. So, and then you just watch the video and you learn. It's really as simple as that. So I'll show you that one more time. So if we go back to the internet, and that's down here, Safari it's called, with the compass. You touch that, then it is Virtual Activities towards the bottom of the screen, or towards the bottom of the navigation bar. Then you scroll down with your finger, then you touch that link, and then it takes you right to their channel. It's just a few touches really, and you can be watching their videos, and it looks like they upload pretty regularly. Their most recent one was a week ago, then 2 weeks, so about one video a week, sometimes 2 videos a week, depending. So it's good to check back here and see if anything new's happened. Next thing that I wanted to talk about was the TCOL announcements, and you can find that on the navigation menu. So you go back to the TCOL, and you touch TCOL announcements. You're touching it once, and then scrolling down, finger on the screen, move it up. You'll see this one's called What's New Wednesday, just posted today actually. Day I'm recording this, the 17th. It says what's new. There's a chef showcase coming up on the 29th, Fox Valley Symphony Orchestra on the 22nd, pretty interesting. And if I keep going down, these are posted weekly, looks like on Wednesdays. They're called e-blasts, What's New Wednesday e-blasts, so this can kind of keep you up to date on what's going on without checking the full calendar at the Thompson Center, though I will show you how to do that next. So you can keep going down into the past. But if we go back to the top, it says Activities/Events Schedule. This is where you're going to get into the details about what the Thompson Center is offering. So touch Activities, Events, and then scroll, finger on the screen, then move it up. You know, it says right here, March 2021 Activities Schedule. All scheduled activities are subject to change. So While this is most of the time accurate, it might be good to just give them a call to make sure that a class that you're interested in that you see here is still going on. So this has each day of the week that they're open: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, and then upcoming special events. And the way you read this is, on the left here, you got the activity name, then the time it's taking place, the room number so you know where to go, and then a cost if there is one. Some are free, some cost a few dollars. And you can keep scrolling down. Each day will tell you all of the information, or not all of it, but the gist of what it is, the title, and where it will be held. And then you get to the bottom of the page. That's what's on this one. If you go back up, right here, activities event schedule, it says, for a full list of upcoming activities and special events, please check the newsletter. Right at the top here, Buzz Newsletter, it says it's on the navigation page right next to activities and event schedule. If you go down, you could see each of the month's worth of newsletters. So let's just check out March's. You could download it to your device to save it permanently, or you could just touch March 2021. Then it's going to open so you can see it. So if you ever misplace your newsletter or you never got one, you can just go here if you have an internet connected device, and you can see all this information that you normally see in the newsletter. There's quite a bit of information in these, so it's a really good resource to go back and read. Next, I will talk about how to find them on Facebook. Okay, so now I'm back on the home page on the iPad, and now let's say I want to engage with the Thompson Center on Facebook. So I am going to first find where Facebook is installed on my iPad, and if you don't have a Facebook and you're interested, just give me a call. I can explain it to you. I've also made some Facebook basics and Facebook Marketplace basics videos. You can watch that where I just showed you on their YouTube channel. Otherwise, if you already know how to use Facebook, just find where it is. Ours is over here. I can click on Facebook, and then this is what you see. It'll look a little bit different if you're on an Android device or on a computer, but it's basically the same. This is your news feed and all your friends in the middle here. So to find the Thompson Center, up at the top it says search Facebook. You just touch there once. And then, well, it was in my history, but then you type it in, Thompson Center on Lourdes. And once you type enough of the words, it kind of knows what you're talking about, so you can just touch that. And then it's going to pull up all the places it thinks you mean, but this is the place, Thompson Center on Lourdes, so you touch that. Okay, now we are on their site. So first thing I wanted to talk about was how to follow them. So let's say you want to get regular notifications and updates from the Thompson Center without having to go to their site like we just did every single time. So you could see I already like and follow the site, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to unlike. I wouldn't recommend you unlike or unfollow them, but just for now, I'm going to do that so I could show you how it works. So underneath donate, it says like and follow. If you touch the like button, that'll let all your friends know that you like the Thompson Center. People will be able to see that unless you've turned that off in your settings. But generally, it's a really good thing to like a page. It lets people, it shows people in other businesses that it's a popular place and it's a good place. So I'd recommend liking them. You can see as soon as I touch like, following turned blue as well. So if I touch following to gain a little bit more information about it, you can see here that get notifications is blue, which means it's active, which is good. But also at the bottom, you have three options. You can either unfollow them, which means you won't see their posts in your news feed. You can leave it on the default, which means you'll intermittently get information from the Thompson Center as they post new things. Or on the right, you can select see first. So in this case, every time the Thompson Center posts something and you go to Facebook, you'd see it on the top of your news feed. You would almost always be guaranteed to see what they're doing. So that's another option too. So now that you've liked and followed, let's see how you could maybe comment, share, and post on their site. So let's see here. Right now we're on the home page. You can see their address and their information, their website. But let's say we want to look at their posts, see what they're up to. There's home, fundraisers, posts about. It's underneath the liked and following. If you touch posts, this will take you to, it's basically their news feed. So you touch this and it says, oh yeah, look at this. This is their Wednesday e-blast here. So it's the same thing we found on their website, but you didn't have to go all the way to their website to do it. You just you could find it on Facebook, and if you liked and followed them, this would pop up in your own news feed, so you wouldn't even have to go to their website. So now let's just say, and now I did this already. I liked and commented, but I'd like to show you how to do that. Just like you can like their page, you can also like a post of theirs. And this post happens to be a live video of an event they were doing today, just 2 hours ago. So it's really good to like these things. It shows Facebook that people enjoy the service that the Thompson Center provides, and it'll suggest it to more people when you like it, like your own friends or maybe friends of friends, depending on settings. So if you touch like right there, it says you and 2 others like this. So that's good. Now you can also comment on it by touching the comment button. And I've already commented. You can see I put great live video 10 minutes ago. So this is public. I just want you to know this is not a private message. So just don't type any personal information or anything you wouldn't want others to know. Everybody that's your friend on Facebook can see this at the very least. Sometimes even more than that, depending on your settings. So just be aware when you comment on a post, it is public. Now finally, you can also share this video. You can share it to your own Facebook page, which is where it says newsfeed, right under my name there. Otherwise, you can touch that where it says newsfeed to change to a friend's timeline or to a group or somewhere. It's most common to post it to a friend's timeline or your own though. And when you do that, it basically just takes the post from the Thompson Center and copies it onto your own page so that your friends can see it as well. Now finally, I would like to show you how to make your own post here, if you'd like to. You go back to posts where we are, and see at the bottom it says write something on the page. So you can touch there, or touch share photo, or both, to write a nice message to the Thompson Center. Maybe say how much you're enjoying their services, or something. But this is also public, so only do it if you're comfortable with everybody that likes the Thompson Center, or searches for the Thompson Center to be able to see it. But if you want it to be private, your message to be private, you scroll back up to the top, and then right by the like and following, a little to the right, up to the right of that, there's a message button. If you touch message, it'll take you to the Facebook Messenger app. This is the portion of their app that lets you communicate privately with people. You can see my friends are on the left here and family. Those are people I've talked to. So on the right, though, it says Thompson Center on Lourdes because I touched message on their page, so it knows I want to talk to them. So at the bottom of the page, there's 2 A's by the smiley face. If you touch that, that's where you type in a message. Pretty frequently, it's just a question. That's what a lot of people use this for, ask them a question about an upcoming event or something. So you would type that in, and then after you're done typing, there's that familiar airplane symbol, or that paper airplane symbol. It's like an arrow. You would touch that. I'm not going to right now because I don't actually have a question for them. And then they would get that. And then whoever logs into their Facebook page for the Thompson Center would reply to you. So those are the Facebook basics and the website basics. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this video or anything related to technology in general, please don't hesitate to call the Kaukauna Public Library at 920-766-6340 extension 6 to set up a one-on-one appointment. At the time of uploading this video, our in-person one-on-one sessions are unavailable. However, you can still receive help either over the phone or via a Zoom call. Thank you for watching.